I'm sure their customs are different than most places.
I like the fact that they're like, oh, this dragon has taken everything from us, but we're raiding other people.
Well, yeah.
They're just as bad as the dragon.
Yeah, but I don't think they care about good or bad, really. I think they care about survival.
Yeah, but they're really hypocrites. That's what I mean about this. Ha!
I don't really think they try to take the moral superiority. I think if they could point to someone else who then died and his family died instead of their own, they would.
I know it's running after a little dragon that just fall on her face. Ah!
If I start gliding, you can't catch me because you can't fly
The
now.
characters only understand that he doesn't want to be like beaten and robbed and left barely alive at the side of a hill. He still does it to other people. Is it okay to do? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? He's not really one for morality one way or the other. Well,
Right,
you'd rather have a
cover.
nice neighbor than a bad one.
I'll use Rakai's as cover.
Oh, I thought you just gave up and stood next to him.
Question, Sheep.
Yes.
For the town, is it going to be a thing to get into the town, or can we consider that we have access to like basic markets in the town?
I would say that accessing the market with Tina basically in human form would be fine. However, the rest of you can't really easily just go into the town.
Sure, but I mean for the intention of at least selling off like what we brought.
Selling off, you can sell off most of your things.
Yeah.
All of your things, I would even say. Nothing should be too expensive to sell off in even as small a town as Epkin is.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All of our things? Alright.
You know what? Now I have a story to
I'll translate everything into money.
where I got all this stuff.
What will be available in the stores? Could we buy level 1 wands, for instance?
How much are they?
750 gold.
I would say that is possible.
Okay. I suggest that the party buys 3 wands, cure light wounds, major armor, and shield.
I mean, I can't even use a wand of shield personally.
I don't think any of us can cast it now.
Because you need to have use magic device or have
We have it as a class skill.
yeah, but you have to have points in it.
I do have 1 point in it, I think.
Also remember for shield, it's minutes. It will last 1 minute, and you must succeed on a DC 20 use magic device check to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that if you activate on one person before you activate on the others, it'll be gone.
Yeah, basically.
Maybe. At least
Mage armor is more suitable as a one sort of because you can spend like 10 minutes applying it to everybody and it'll still last.
Yep.
Because remember, you can't take down and use magic device checks because it's how difficult the skill is.
That's true, I suppose.
I just sit here and keep clicking it. And it might like fail by too much and break, right? Is that a thing?
No, it doesn't.
No. With wands, you just don't activate it. That's the problem.
And remember with the cure wand that I take double charges when I use
Yes,
it.
you do. Which means one of us has to try it, but since we don't have use magic,
It is good for Manaki to have as a backup in case emergency happens. And if it's not, then if we're out of combat, then we will use it to top ourselves off.
Sure,
Do you
I
have
agree with the
use
cure
magic
light one, so at least.
Yeah.
Like, do either of you two have use magic device trained?
Nope.
I think I have 1 point in it.
I don't even have it as a class skill.
Because
So I can't use it.
Jones, did you say you have at least 1 point?
I think so.
Okay, you can eventually activate the wand. Eventually.
Yeah, you just whack things.
Is there a failure thing?
No. If you fail, you just get nothing happens.
Okay.
The point is you need the skill trained in the first place to use it.
Alright. That is 750 then.
Each. Remember, there's 2 wands. We're going to go cure wounds and mage
wands?
armor.
Why would we get 2 ones?
Because
Jones said about like, mage armor as well.
yeah, cure light wounds and mage armor.
Do you really think that mage armor 1 is necessary?
Yes. It's an excellent buff. We can't wear armor. Mage armor is a really good choice for us.
Fine, sure.
I mean, it is worth mentioning that you can, in fact, wear armor. Just it's
-2
slightly
to
more
attack
prohibitive. The -2 is only for medium and higher. Meaning that if you wanted the biggest AC bonus you could get from armor, you could go with a mithril breastplate, for example, because mithril would make it count as light.
Celestial mail?
But what would that do, though? Like, how many minuses would it have to our attack rolls and stuff?
None, really, with a mithril breastplate. Because it's only medium and higher, that gives you a -2.
You would have a lot because you don't have proficiency.
Yeah, you need proficiency.
Right, so I would
I
need
have
to take.
proficiency, but mine would break, so I would get like half of the armor check penalty
Yeah,
as
so I would need
penalty. So we really can't.
Yeah, exactly.
My 750.
Also, I'm trying to answer questions in the hitbox chat, but I can't. I don't know. My messages
Yeah,
don't
sheep.
stop.
Sheep, the biggest problem we're running into is, of course, we don't have proficiency, and tell them increase the armor check penalty on any armor worn by 2, which includes the attack penalty and the save penalty for wearing unproficient armor.
Yeah, okay. Without the proficiency, then yeah, you can't really wear.
You got the ones, Jonas.
Okay.
Both of them bought at the group's expense.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
Joan,
did the party level up? I do not think so.
You
Yeah,
want to
Jonas-
share money? What is
What-
the purchase limit in this city?
It is the lowest purchase limit. It's
What's that?
1,000.
1,000. Yeah, that doesn't give it a lot.
it gives us scrolls and potions.
You want to share the money?
I thought we just food in the middle of the cave.
I mean, we might want to buy something.
I mean, it looks more dramatic as the horde pile, but
Might be good to know
That
how
doesn't
much
mean
of
we
the...
don't know what exactly is our part of it.
Exactly. We probably have divided up a little bit at least.
I mean, at least began pushing bigger things towards each of the sleeping places.
Yeah.
Sort of
I'm,
conspicuously.
I'm for splitting the pile, so I actually know what kind of resources I have.
Jonas,
I could do an even split to make it look like a nice amount too, because this is a crazy amount. Whatever, I'll just I'll just split it completely. You know?
with major armor running, I think we have 19 AC, 20 AC, and 21 AC,
Yep.
which isn't too bad.
No, it's decent.
That is our money then.
That's a lot of money each.
For level 3, 21 is good.
It's a decent amount of money each.
That is a good amount of money each. Yes. Can do some shopping with that.
I might want a few potions, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
We might also want to save some for bribing guards and such, so don't go spend crazy.
Well, potions don't cost that much.
There you go. Blue box is empty.
Yeah, saying, guys, I have no regret from taking my icy claws. That's been so useful.
Shining Lightning has proved to be very useful as well.
Well, poison and acid and nauseating bite has been really.
Yeah, because the nauseating bite has definitely been good. The chain lightning's been great at taking up people in low health, and then when we've had like the big guys, my freezing claws have been quite nice.
We have a good.
Just
We have
look
a good.
forward to next level when I get second level spells.
I'm
Some
looking
of
forward
those
to
might
next
be
level as
useful.
well.
Oh.
Get medium.
Yeah, we begin to grow.
Yeah, I'll do that at level 5.
I imagine at this point, like the 3 Einavox, Tilraxos, and Volnix are all like eating a lot at this point.
And drinking a lot in Hornix's case.
Mm-hmm. Just sleeping and eating a whole lot.
That's what we do.
Einavox has a very nice necklace now.
Yeah, I was hoping Sheepy was the evil Empress Santa. Oh no,
I
Yes.
can see why you would make that mistake,
Empress
but it's
Santa.
not quite Christmas yet.
You have been very naughty.
Oh god, Jonas. Well, that's going to be quite nice though, because when we grow bigger, Jonas, we're
Yes.
going to gain 3 extra natural attacks.
I know it's gonna be
2
great.
wings.
Item slots don't we have?
And the things
We don't have saddle. We don't have black belt, basically. That's all we don't have.
Well, I
really.
mean, we could get, but
I mean, we have saddle instead of belt. That's the only restriction.
if I buy a belt and then shove it in the pile and pile more gold upon it,
Eventually, it will activate.
then maybe something magical will happen.
Yeah, for me, that fact we get like 2 extra, we get 2 secondary natural attacks and an extra primary attack. That is going to be super nice.
That's very useful.
Oh no, it's all gain of gore attack, not and. Damn it. There's still 2 extra wings, which is nice. Because potentially 2d6 extra cold damage as well every round.
2 secondary though.
True, but it's still better than nothing, right? And I can take multi attack to make that -2. Which I don't know if I actually will or not, because first I want to get flyby attack.
And our we'll get fly speeds, and our normal natural weapons will go up a damage die.
And then we'll also gain. So we'll lose 1 AC from size.
We'll gain 2 AC.
We'll gain 2 AC from natural armor though, so that'll come out as plus
You
1.
also lose 1 to hit from size.
That's true. But we do end up gaining 2 strength, which balances that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get extra damage left.
So basically, not much happens.
we gain extra AC by 1 point.
1 extra AC, 1 extra damage.
Fly speed.
Yep.
Fly speed is big.
And we gain a pair of wings.
Fly speed is good, especially with like chain lightning, and my lightning breath has longer range as well.
That's true. All breath attacks go up by 1 size category.
Yep.
There may also be something I get actually at level 4. Let's check. Do I get that? No, it's level 5. I get 2d6 every extra cold damage on every hit instead of 1d6. Which would be nice.
Monica. This was everything in the pile, right? Like every...
Yes, there's nothing left.
Okay.
Even the books.
No, there were no books that were really worth much.
You said everything.
They're in Einavok's bookcase.
They were in Einavok's bookcase.
They are in Einavok's bookcase.
Our Horde Master said everything goes. To fire
Everything that's
sale,
valuable.
The garrison needed something to stuff their cannons with, so we sold the books.
You know the kobolds were getting cold. We needed a fire.
You know what? Einavok would never forgive any of you.
Comes in, Scrivix, I was like, burn the books. Yes, it was cold.
You know. We remember how we said make smoked Drake.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be that
knowledge.
stupid to go into the room.
But he didn't go in. We gave him the books.
Can I get a cap
How
of
do you even
human
say
guys?
that? That's so mean.
Can you give me a link?
Yes.
Sounds like something I want as well.
Yeah, I would like to
picture ahead of
request
the
that
snap.
if you want to purchase like really uncommon magic items that are not used a lot, that you talk to me first.
Oh, a small human child. Oh, how cute.
Yep, I would become a small human child, like a 4-year-old.
So you guys would just be 3 little kids following me?
No, I would be an adult gnome. That would be my
The
thing.
cap does say it can be used by any small or medium humanoid creature. It works as disguised self, which
Alright.
only lets you change your appearance slightly.
Doesn't work.
You would need something that works as alter self.
Oh,
Which is great at Heart of Disguise.
Yes.
too bad. It was pretty cute.
Technically, with a great Heart of Disguise, you can become a small human child still. Or an adult gnome.
Muleback cords would be useful for a lot of extra carrying capacity.
I mean,
I don't really
tons
use the
of-
one I have already.
Handy
Well-
haversack.
That's 1,000 gold.
Well, might be 2,000.
More.
Let's have a look at the chat. How's chat feel?
Let's see here. Handy haversack, yeah, 2,000.
Yeah, we were up to 62 views, I think, at some point.
Yeah, even 64, I think.
I don't understand.
It was a very rapid increase there for a while. I think we might have popped up on the front page of the Hitbox. That sort
How
of
could-
sweeped in, but we were consistently over 60 there for quite a while.
Oh, I could get a cloak of resistance.
What's the amulet of natural armor? Is it 1,000?
2,000, I think. Let's have a look.
How would you say that's cheap? Can Einavox get a cloak of resistance?
Yes.
Sweet.
The Amulet of Natural Armor +1 is 2,000 gold.
Crap.
Which then scales to 8,000 and +2. Because exponential scaling.
You might want to do a quick for a shirt if you really want to.
Yeah, that's right. I'll totally buy a quick run
1,000
shirt.
Dragon with a shirt.
No, it's a nice little.
It's a shirt. It's going to stay a shirt. If
What?
you
No.
It's
You're
going to stay
buying
a shirt. That's my requirement for using it.
I mean,
What?
you are buying it, remember, as well.
You leapfrog an initiative with normal NPCs, and then we can't buy a shirt. I am outraged.
I mean,
Sir.
NPCs are allowed to.
Fine, they should delay just as people should.
Yeah,
You were fighting humans who were working together.
they were
It was
intelligent.
smart.
And I want a magic item that doesn't look like a normal T-shirt.
You know,
I
you
am a
can't
paying
buy it.
customer, damn it.
There's a panda on it too.
No.
You can buy it if it stays a T-shirt, like a shirt.
Otherwise, you'll
The-
need someone to
the
make
pink
it for you.
one.
I'm gonna get that freaking cohort and have it make things.
See, now we have two potential cohort groups. We have these tribe people. That's a great set of cohort beginnings. And we have all those like forest kobolds. That's another potential sort of, horde or domain that can be claimed at some point.
Still haven't found anywhere sufficiently
Great.
cool yet.
Making all these connections. And then Jonas is going to take over Kaer Marger and going to live in the sea far away.
I just need to freeze something over. I'll be fine. Can I get an orb of Can I get the orb of weather control and then freeze an
That
area?
person totally has found like the Orb of Ultimate Dragon domain thing.
Yeah, something like that.
I-
Right, I'm gonna buy a set of wound paste.
Resistance.
Which is priced by slavers as an affordable way to stop captives from bleeding to death. A dose of wound paste acts as a stabilize spell when slathered on a dying creature. Apply wound paste as a standard action that provokes attack opportunity. A pot of wound paste contains 5 doses.
Sure. The wound paste you can get in Epkin is probably not priced by slavers, but rather farmers, but it does the same thing.
Oh no, I just had a really worrying thought in my mind, which was, what was if the reason we were captured, and then our scales were being abstracted, was to try and find a way to break the control of other dragons? It's like, oh,
The only thing that might be working together.
they might. It's true.
What items can be used? Can we use?
Basically all of them except belts. Although gloves and boots might be slightly awkward.
I mean,
I
there are
think you
certain-
still technically have the slots for it.
Yeah, we technically still do, and there are rules. Remember, sheep that say, for example, gloves, for example, reshape over claws if you have them, and
They
I
become
do-
like enhanced claw things.
I do not think that you can use horseshoes.
No, that would hurt. Get hammered them into our feet.
I mean, if you want, I can numb the pain with some cold.
You know what we should do? We should buy these filters of love and give,
Drink them all until we become like a tight-knit pack of
No,
everyone loving each
give
other.
them to people we meet. Here, drink this, and then they do. We're like, oh, great. Now,
Then they
no
will
save, and you
take us and put us in their dungeon.
love us now forever.
Jonas, you know what I'd rather do?
But you would leave.
Jonas, I'd rather buy
Without-
several doses and then mix it into a town's water supply.
That's right.
Soul soup to wash that nasty soul off.
Yeah, Jonas, you can see the chaotic nature of my character where he would just mix several filters of love into the water supply.
Does braces of armor and amulet of natural armor +1 go with
Yes.
each other?
Yes.
It does not stack with mage armor, but it stacks with natural armor. Which is mage armor is a temporary thing. It's it's seasonal. It's not bad.
Braces of armor is basically the only way we can get an armor bonus unless we take the feat.
And even
But-
taking speed is still annoying.
Well, you can get, they cost 1,000, so you can get it that way if you want.
+1.
But it's the same as my necklace, so they don't stack.
They do stack. Because it's amulet of natural armor versus amulet of armor.
So they do. I thought you said they didn't.
No, they do stack. Because it basically gives you the same bonus as if you were wearing a breastplate or something.
Can I have them then?
Cheap.
Sorry?
Braces for armor plus 1, 1,000 gold.
Yeah, those can be acquired.
There you go, okay, fine.
How much gold is it okay for me to use?
You've been given that much each, so it's your choice.
No, well, Manakai did say that we should save.
Keep some so we can bribe guards. If we don't have enough, then we're screwed. Just to remember that when you spend stuff. You might as well sell your stuff for half price to pay the guard.
Sell my stuff.
Yeah, if we don't have enough. So
Well, I have 1,000 gold left.
that should probably be fine.
Okay, then I'll not do any more.
Also, don't add the items quite yet. You are not in the town yet. It's okay to make a shopping list and basically have those as soon as you are able, but you basically just arrived at the town. You aren't inside of the town yet.
Can't I add it to my character sheet then?
Well, you can probably add it. Just remember that you don't quite have it yet in case something happens before you can get the chance to shop.
They're not equipped yet.
Okay.
You know, we've gone online and we've ordered them, but we need to go and in-store pickup.
How about this? I pick enhanced water as a spell, then I create water and enhance it to basically make an ever-flowing fountain of alcohol we can then sell.
That sounds great.
There is a
can
reason
touch
it won't work that much.
Why?
1 second. Part of it is because it makes exceptionally cheap alcohol for one.
Yeah, well, it's unlimited, so...
Secondly, the big problem is if you're using crate water, then it disappears after 24 hours.
The water disappears after 24 hours.
We will have the best ale house in the city.
Well,
Very
I
cheap.
mean, we
and you
need
can-
contaminated water actually, so I consider the sewer exit, and it will become really awesome wine. Because the worse the water is, the more contaminated it is, the better the sort of the wine or ale.
It's
Alright.
true.
Alright.
So I mean, I don't think anyone's going to charge us for sewer water.
No.
The beverage's alcohol content is not affected by the presence of or absence of contaminants, so it actually doesn't matter. It says.
It just tastes better. So you know, how much does wine and alcohol sell from on the list?
Pretty decently.
Because of a downtime way of having like a dragon tavern.
Mm-hmm. I like it. The Dragon Tavern.
Because you will create
Have
3
sewer
pints.
water alcohol.
Cheap booze for everyone.
A well-kept
Forever.
secret.
It's like the Slurm factory, but in the basement.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ew, that's disgusting.
Well, I'll add it to my token, but I'll just not equip it. Is that okay? Sheep.
Cheap.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you on Reddit, Sheep?
Maybe.
Oh God.
I mean, for some of the sessions, scarily enough, I've been on DeviantArt, but
The
scrolling.
only thing I've done is the SRD.
But yes, you may add the items to your character, just don't have them equipped yet, because who knows, something might happen before you get into town, before you get the chance to buy things.
We attack the first guards we see.
Yeah, if you do that,
Manakai,
then
is it
will be
armor or
difficult.
armor mod?
Armor mod. It's one enhancement.
Nice.
Oh wait, is it just armor?
It's all
No, it's just armor. It's just flat
I think
armor.
it's just armor. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. There's no
I
armor.
was
mod,
wrong. It's just
armor.
armor.
Can you enhance braces of
No.
armor?
You cannot.
You can
Just
give
armor.
them the like magical abilities, but you can't give them an enchantment bonus.
I was
Can-
pretty sure it
but
was.
Can you
Can
can you give them? Oh, can you give them armor enchantments?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Something, I guess.
We can indeed make fortification braces, for example.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
We can also buy
Deathless.
pigs and begin to breed them.
Yeah, we could.
That takes a long time, more than making wine out of.
But
sewage.
remember, it's a long-term investment because we're dragons. We have a few centuries to work with.
Yeah,
Not
but don't
if-
you think? I mean, to some
not if-
degree, a page of spell knowledge with enhanced water will earn me a lot more money.
Not if Empress Santa is gonna show up and just own us.
She's not going to stop us owning a pig farm, is she?
She probably will.
But it's our method of paying tribute in mass amounts of pigs.
And
What's
pigs.
the price of wine?
Here you go.
Like
Sewer wine. It's delicious.
Sewer wine and pigs. That is your tribute.
1 pint of water per level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot.
only do it so many times a day, so it's not gonna be a lot.
No. If you can only... I thought you could do it like unlimitless.
No, it's a first level spell.
No, then it's probably not that good.
Well, I never used it sometimes to
You used it on
make
that
out of,
pixie.
like nasty cave water,
Yeah, that's true.
to make
And maybe you should pick
awesome.
Bless. It's pretty good.
I'm just looking if I'm
That's
gonna
what a
buy a
kobold
page
is
of
for.
spell knowledge for first level. I'm gonna check what spell I want.
Do you have Bless?
No,
Bless is pretty good.
I don't really have spell levels to dedicate to bless though. I don't think it's worth it.
But you said you were gonna buy a spell page.
Yeah.
So why is it more worth buying a water spell than Bless?
Because my page self back, you know. Well, in combat, I pretty much use all my spells to heal people, such.
What's the...
There would be more out of combat or utility spells I'd be looking for.
What's the Pearl of Power
There isn't.
equivalent?
I don't think I have
There
one.
There is no such thing for spontaneous casters because they already get more spell slots.
Yeah, what we get is to get more spells, which are really pricey. Some of them. First level ones are the most affordable ones, obviously.
How about Advanced Scurvy? A living target touch constructs scurvy. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or Ant Hole. Triples the carrying capacity of a creature.
You can just buy those. We don't really have a problem with carrying capacity because we don't really have any equipment. As it happens. Spike armor. Sun metal. Do our natural weapons count as melee weapons for the purposes of spells?
I
don't think they do.
But
No, they do not.
what are you thinking of doing? Magic weapon?
No, sun metal, for example. I don't think it does.
No.
Spells specifically have to state that they work on natural weapons.
Well,
Summon tiny monsters.
you know what? We may only be able to buy stuff for 1,000, but I think I got some good items.
I summoned 3 raccoons.
Fight!
Summon monster 1 might actually not be terrible. If not, just because I have to get all those damn tokens.
How about Doom?
Remember, there's still... Well, they're all better
Sure.
summons, though.
They all have these bonuses, though.
Endure
Yeah.
Elements. That's a good out of combat thing. And if winter's coming, might be good.
I'm going to bed. See you
Okey-doke.
tomorrow.
Good night, Tina.
Thanks for the session.
Okay, I'm going to.
Well, I have a whole
close
week to think about
Simon.
it, so
Yes.
I'll also be going now.
Okie doke. See you tomorrow as well.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, I need ways to get my AC up because it's starting to become a problem.
Those guys have ridiculous bonuses. Some of the kobolds, there's some of the kobolds at +9. It's like, how did kobolds have +9?
I was more thinking of that archer that like really wrecked me.
As we learned with Zin, archers are painful.
Yeah, he rolled like in the 20s a lot, and I need to get my AC up, I feel.
The
I mean,
archer also had 3 rounds of fortune, letting him
That's
roll
true.
twice.
Fortune significantly helps. He was a witch, right?
He was a shaman.
Aha.
He is a shaman.
Well, he was using witch hexes then.
Well, shaman hexes.
They're basically witch hexes.
Don't be classist here.
That's right.
I don't think classist all I want to be. I'm evil. I'm supposed to be. You know, I'm
Yeah,
surrounded by
but-
lawful characters. I need to make up the whole like put everyone to boxes situation.
The people in chat are demanding that you buy stuff for the kobolds. I'm just imagining you going into the farming village and being like, I want 20 small long swords for my children.
No, you wouldn't say children. You'd say it for like a group of halflings.
I'm equipping my halfling brigade.
You're like equipping a militia. That would make sense, because halflings do
Also-
serve in the local militia.
Also, for the people who are making assumptions about where the story is going to go in chat, feel free, but I cannot comment on any of that, as you might be able to understand.
The best thing you can do as a DM is just give annoying teasers that don't help.
Yeah.
Such as I do this a lot. Like if someone says something that is almost correct, but it's still missing something, I'll sometimes just respond in chat with except there's some kind of smiley face or wink face. It's just like, yeah, you're on the right lines, but you haven't got it.
Let's see here. How much experience are we gonna get?
We have no idea.
I'm gonna level? Probably not.
No,
No.
no. Which is fair enough. We're not going to level 2 session. We're going to level session. But
Last time you got a decent chunk of story experience, as well as you killed all the dwarves ever.
we killed insufficient number though.
Also, you were basically almost next level anyways. But the next session you'll still be level 3. The session after that will likely be a level up. Unless you all die. Or do nothing.
Is it gonna be a time skip or not? Or are we just gonna wake up one day and be larger?
For this particular step, there will not be a time step. Or a time skip, rather. It's basically you have been kind of growing this entire time. It's just going to be then when you are mechanically the next size category.
And I'm gonna change my picture when I grow up. Yay!
I am undecided if I will.
Gone is the... Well, we're out of our, cute kid years, right? Now we're going into more proper, adult.
We're still not into our awesome phase yet.
I mean, that's when we are, gargantuan.
Yeah, at level 20 you'll be colossal.
Except Malachi, he'll be gargantuan.
Pretty good.
Which is fine, the healer will be slightly smaller. Which is fine. Also, Jones, you know one of my favourite things we get next level? We get reach on our bites.
I know, it's pretty good.
Next level?
Reach.
Yeah, because our bites count as one size category bigger.
Yep.
What?
Right now they count as medium-sized weapons. Next level they'll count as large.
That's not how that works. That's not correct. As soon as you are large, you will have 10-foot reach on your bite and 5-foot reach on everything else.
Let's double check that. Didn't check it otherwise before.
You have reach as your size would suggest on your bite and nothing else. It's not the other way around. Let me take a look here.
Cannons have primary bite attacks that deal 1d4 points of damage and reaches one size category larger.
I might be wrong there.
The book. I know how it's normally the other way around sheep for dragons, but this says this way around.
Well, the thing though, at least in the Dracomorphos, it says at 12th level you're huge. Your reach increases to 10 feet, which would be the normal reach for a large thing. But you have 15 feet on your bite attack.
I'm just saying, it says our bite, primary bite attack that does 1d4 points of damage is in one size category larger, which would be for, that's and
I think you're considered quadrupeds like cats, though, who don't have reach.
Disappointing then.
See, at 4th level, you're medium. Okay, 4th level, you do have 10-foot reach on your bite, apparently. Because it says so. At 8th level, however, you do not increase the reach on your bite. That is weird. Yeah, okay, level 4, you do have 10-foot reach.
See? Knew it!
But then in the later level, it becomes the way I thought it was. Where as soon as you're large, you basically only have 10-foot reach on your bite still. And then when you're huge, you have 15 reach only on your bite and 10 feet on everything else. then
What
it
I'm being
goes
told
up
here,
that way.
however, is we have exorbitantly long necks. It's pretty amusing.
Yeah, so medium 10-foot reach on the bite, large 10-foot reach on the bite, huge 15-foot reach on the bite.
And at Colossal?
Colossal, let's see, Gargantuan, you have 20 feet on the bite, 15 feet on everything else, and Colossal, I think it's stay? No.
Game Bug Finder is correct. The neck grows first. Everyone knows this.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, it doesn't say here.
Is like, do we get 25 or do we get 30? Because I'd like 30 foot reach.
I'm just going to assume that you get 30-foot reach.
Woo!
No, 25? 25?
Don't break my-
We'll burn that bridge once we get to it, alright?
You mean level 20?
Fact is, next level you have 10-foot reach on the bites if you're medium.
Which means we can do some pretty entertaining things with 10 foot reach.
That's nice.
We'll make our charges more interesting.
You also get a wing attack, so next level is a big one in terms of damage.
Yep.
Especially with me, who gets extra d6 onto my natural attacks. It's gonna help.
Giraffe dragons. Let's see, I'm going to Google that because that sounds hilarious. Giraffe dragon. Yes.
What I'm worried about is you're going to get like some very weird picture of a hybrid.
Yes, a giraffe dragon. Why didn't it put the picture in chat?
Because it doesn't always. It's confusing.
Yep. That's pretty much how we're gonna look.
Let's see. The Gurkhan is saying that you really shouldn't spend your hoard. The thing is, survival is a bit more important than hoarding money at the moment, at least. Later, once they get like their own lairs and their own hoards, that might change. Both because having a big hoard then will give mechanical benefits, but at the moment it's basically a budget.
We need things to survive because we're certainly taking a lot of damage every time we go out here. I got knocked out twice today. In like 3 fights I got knocked out twice.
You're fine. Yeah, you know, I had a session where I was knocked out by hedgehogs. Today was your session to get knocked out. Next time it'll be Tina's. We're gonna swap around who gets knocked out every session. As long as we don't go off the schedule and no one else gets knocked out at the same time, we'll be fine.
That picture on the stream at the moment.
It's great.
I am fire, I am death. I am the Thunder Tyrant.
That was incredibly cute. Huggles!
Oh god,
Fire, senpai.
I shouldn't have tried raising my voice pitch.
I like the kobolds in the current picture.
I am Thunder. I am the Thunder Tyrant. Really, I said in chat when people were mentioning like the whirlwind there that you turned into, that we should get the Sonic music.
No.
You're moving so quickly.
Stupid Sonic theme.
I like the helmets on these kobolds. They look like football helmets.
Yeah. The one on the right there seems very happy for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because he hasn't been knocked out yet.
It's true.
That is one muscular dragon.
Yes.
Jonas does have more strength than the average human.
Also, this picture fucking freaks me out.
I see you were also collecting the fan art during the session, Jonas.
I think that's what was his name? Gary the Saved.
Gary the Saved.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's Gary the
I
Saved.
see a problem with that. Jonas, you need to flip it.
Flip it.
He was in the tree.
But he's saved now. He's not in the tree anymore.
I think it would look better in the tree.
Goodbye, Andrew, and everyone who's leaving.
People are going to disappear inevitably.
Thanks for watching. We certainly have Forsaken Throne tomorrow, and I'm also going to play some more Contradiction tomorrow, probably. So
I'm looking forward to watching that right before we
That
do.
really is British David Tennant, though.
It is like that is
uncanny.
Yeah, that is like this guy was like, you're gonna play a detective in this murder mystery, and he said, well, I'm gonna go and get inspiration, and then he watched every Doctor Who episode with David Tennant, because that is basically what he does. It is the exact same way of acting.
I like it.
It's great.
Do you recognize this?
Exactly. What do you think? And you're like, oh god.
What do you think about this?
And then it pulls up a map. Do you recognize this?
I'm sad about.
Just like a magician pulling things out of his hat.
I'm very sad about. You didn't do. What do you think about this? And put up the screwdriver in front of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's my screwdriver. No, it's not. Do you think that you could take it from me?
Now it is owned by the police.
Exactly. Although we only have his word that he's actually a cop, he might be just a crazy person.
The kleptomaniac, probably detective, with a penchant for the dramatic.
Yeah. Do you think? But
didn't you say?
He's great. I like David Tennant style Sherlock Holmes. We have only met like 3 people in the village. Like, what other amazing people might be around? We don't know yet.
I'm going to be heavily anticipating that tomorrow. I have a lot of things to anticipate tomorrow. It's going to be like, it should be the final session for the chapter, which is going to have like, you guys get to have like a nice cool boss fight, and well, assuming you're going to have a boss fight, you might just like stealth around, which is an option.
I think the idea was to attack through the toilet.
It is definitely still an option that is available. Not a dignified option, to be said, but...
I mean, Matron goes to sit on the toilet because she has to at some point.
I don't know, do you need to with Rings of Suspense?
Attack through the toilet and Forsaken Throne?
Yeah.
Basically, their idea for getting inside the temple where the priest is basically wait for her to sit down in the toilet.
Because the way in is through the toilet, apparently.
Just walk in there and stab.
Which I will note, there are several British kings who died by a spear through the toilet from Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah, literally, they hid in like the holes and basically waited with a spear and poked up.
Yeah, it works.
Because eventually people have to go to the toilet.
It's a tried and true method. Just hope that you stab before, he goes.
Make sure you're stabbing the correct person as well.
Yeah, well.
Because
how long do you need to sit down in that hole before the correct ass shows up? You don't know. You don't know how the king's ass look.
Well, funny enough, I do.
What?
I've seen many asses in my time.
Slap the matron on the ass, yelling, "Guess who?" See if she gets a heart attack. Yeah, that'd be something.
I can't decide if that would be a fortitude or a will save.
I'm going to remind you of what you guys said about before, which was what if she put a glyph of destruction on the toilet?
Yes, glyph of destruction on the toilet. Just sits down, he just blows up.
Like, okay, you start pooping, the poop is disintegrated. You poke your head up the toilet, you're disintegrated.
She's not gonna, she's not gonna have a save for that, right? Because she's not expecting to have a glyph of destruction.
Clearly, I know why she have a glyph of destruction in the toilet. It's to stop people using her poo to scry on her.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it counts as something that used to be a part of her body. Therefore, if she takes a -10 to a save,
I have this pile of poo that I've gathered, and now I shall scry
through the poo. Technically, by rules as written, that'd
be a very murky scrying pool, I think, when you dip that in there.
Technically, it would still work though. And look, remember, if you're an arcane caster, you get to use mirrors instead, so you don't have to infect the water.
Oh, just smack the poo on the mirror.
I mean, I think you just put it in a jar next to you.
Okay.
Preferably a nose plug.
Oh.
But I mean, if you want to try going through the sewers route, that is definitely an option. Yes, next time should be rather interesting. We get to have you run around as a detective, and then you get to be the heroes. Succeed on your epic quests, gain the treasure, and leave, preferably without anyone noticing. Or leave in a blaze of glory, your choice. Or death, because death's always an option on the table, but... Yeah. Probably better if you don't all die. Could be more anticlimactic if she just wins by killing you.
I mean, I'm gonna do my best not to.
You guys have done a good job so far of not dying to bosses.
Yeah. Just need to have the right person attack the right thing, you know?
The most common form of death was riffle into traps.
Oh, poor Rithelinda, she died so much.
Admittedly, some of that was by her own choice. Like, I'll randomly say words on this magic portal.
Yep. She was never the smartest.
I think that was wisdom was the problem, not intelligence.
No, DDS, if you ever want to make an encounter for the party a bit harder, you should give me a spellcaster to play.
Would you want to play a spellcaster? Because I can make you a spellcaster.
Sure.
Well, chapter 5, everyone. There's going to be a few sessions with sheep involved. I shall design encounters with sheep in it.
I mean, nothing can go wrong giving the spellcaster to basically a player.
Yeah, I mean, you get to become more intimate and come up with a good strategy on what you should do. It'll be fun.
But if I kill people, I won't take credit for it.
Oh, they can still blame me.
Kyron was the best spellcaster.
Yeah, that's the type of spellcaster sheep makes. It's Kyron.
You know, he cast spells and then he murdered people.
He did.
That's the hallmark of a good spellcaster.
I mean, that's probably the type of spells I'm going to be casting with my dragon once I get spell casting. It's going to be self-buffs, like, all the way.
Yeah, like, spell levels 1, 2, and 3 are really the best ones.
Yep.
Like, anything higher on Kyron, I basically just had, like, scrying and teleport and whatnot.
Yep.
Also, going to know I can only fail to glide now on a natural 1.
Review.
Downside, when we grow up one size category, then I can fail on a 3 again.
I like that picture. That's on screen right now.
Yeah. What?
Which one? Let me have a look. That one. Oh.
Yeah, she's like, oh, by the way, I can turn into a human. And we're like, what? What? You can? What?
You guys like what? My character's like,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
I always find the in-character discussion about new abilities fun, because it's always like, yeah, it looks like I've recently acquired the ability to do something really crazy now, overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, alright.
I mean, sometimes people do justify, their character spends ages in a laboratory, mixing vials and eventually comes up with a discovery, but...
Yeah, I just imagine it's like finally getting the hang of it and being able to do it properly.
It depends. For a sorcerer, it might literally be you just woke up one morning knowing how to do it.
I have eaten a lot of sand to get that chain lightning.
That's the secret. If you ever want to spew lightning, just eat a lot of sand.
Mm-hmm.
You also may want a slightly conductive horn.
It works. That horn is getting smaller as he uses his abilities.
Oh no, are we going to need to give you like vitamin supplements?
Nope, it's just going to disappear. It's part of
Oh.
growing up.
But what are you going to do without a horn? You're going to have nothing to channel it through. You have no lightning
I will have new horns.
Or is it holding you back?
Exactly. I'm going to have 2 horns.
Currently it's like a grounding rod. That's the reason your lightning's not that powerful.
Yeah, but now it's not going to be. Now it's going to be like a lightning fork. Like a tuning fork of horns. And lightning's going to crackle between them.
Can we turn you into a Tesla coil?
Yes.
Speaking of which, I think there's a feat that lets you split up your breath weapon
There is. You can fire
into
two
two
directions,
beams.
half damage
Yeah.
each way.
So you could shoot 2 lightning bolts into 2 directions and then have those.
The chain
It's like
lightning
chain
out.
lightning.
Yeah, and just we create a net of just lightning everywhere.
Except then the chain lightnings would do half damage off half damage with a save.
Okay.
So
They do 1/8 damage. Oh, that's good stuff.
I can do a sweeping breath as well to turn my breath weapon into a cone attack.
yeah, that could be pretty good.
Which then, of course, every direction from that cone in 30 feet also
Yep.
gets.
Or that's basically that happens. As from that cone 30 feet in every direction, just lightning shoots everywhere.
Yeah, right now it's free to extra targets included, which is not bad.
the
Level 20,
problem-
20 extra people.
The problem
Right.
is looking at it. I am actually quite feat starved because there are some feats I want to take that is like proper for a blue dragon, like the Earth Affinity, for instance.
I mean, that doesn't have to be a feat. That can be a gift you just pick up, though. At some point.
Yeah, but even with the gifts, I still like everything is spent, like up to level 17. Because I need to get my damn DCs up for the breath because it's pathetic.
I mean, it'll go up with your level for 1 and your con, but then of course you can spend your ability focus if you're really worried.
I would like, since I have invested a bit in the breath weapon, I would like it to be more viable.
So you two are going to be heavily focusing into your like special attacks. In my case, I'm going to be like, I'm going to get a breath weapon and like breath charge bite, but that's mainly just so when I fly past and eat someone, they're going to get some cold damage extra.
The thing with the Draconic Exemplar is there's so many feats that you kind of want to take to get your dragon to be like...
You want to have everything.
No. I really don't, but I want to pick up things that are typical for a blue dragon, like a burrow speed and stuff like that.
I mean, dragons are designed to be really powerful solo creatures. We're not.
I know. But it would be a poor blue dragon if it didn't burrow.
I'd be a poor white dragon if I couldn't do a lot of things.
And our AC is definitely gonna be an issue. It's still holding kinda, but that archer was rough, man.
I mean, our ACs are around correct for our level, still.
And also, everything we fought today was blessed for some reason. Which certainly didn't help us much. So what do I get for my second weapon? Level 7 is my second weapon. I can get... Well, anything with charisma base is kind of out the window.
Just saying.
Yeah, the blessing thing was a combination of me misreading the duration on bless, as well as just wanting to make it easier on myself. I thought it was like hours per level for some weird reason, but it wasn't.
The only one I can think of which would be hours per level, which is Blessing of the Watch, which is a special blessing spell only on town guards.
I was somewhat surprised that the kobolds in the forest that had no idea we were coming were all blessed for some reason.
That was my mistake.
Because normally that would have last like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, they're blessed, all of them. I assume that they maybe had some sort of communion with the forest spirits that maybe made them blessed in their lair or something.
I will tell you now, that was just my mistake.
Okay. For the hunters, that made more sense. If they suspect something is wrong, they'll probably bless.
Sheep, just saying.
But yeah.
After the session, I'm very tempted now to pick up improved bull rush.
Sure.
You know, I can do a flyby attack, improved bull rush.
See, what do I have for weapons at level 7? I have Glare, no. Behemoth, no. Breath weapon already have. Destructive Might, no. Elemental Aura, yes.
Not a bad one, which I proved.
Probably gonna pick that at 7. Fey Breath, no. Frightful Presence, no. Primal Spell Trick, no. Rampage, no. Roar, still, it's Constitution based.
Roar's not bad because Roar is that you're not having to be charismatic about it. You just need to output all of the air in your lungs.
Yeah.
Also to balance it out in this session today, while the kobolds had bless when they shouldn't have, the archer had point blank shot which he didn't use. So yeah.
You're saying Jonas should have been dead.
I don't know, maybe.
The Draconic Exemplar emits a cone of sound.
Stunned.
Creatures in the area are staggered for 1 round and deafened for 1 round per level. A successful fortitude save negates this effect. There's both effects or one of them?
1 second, let me have a look.
Does it? Are they always staggered and the deafened is negated on a fortitude?
Which one?
Looking
Roar.
at Roar.
Raw. Let's take a look. Raw. No. Negates this effect. I think it would refer to both things.
Yeah, since it puts the two of them together, it would be both. It's something, if it split them up, staggered for 1 round and deafened for 1 round with a fortitude save, then it would be deafened only. But Does that put them together as with an and? Yeah, it's probably both.
Probably not an ability that I would personally pick.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
Stagger is very useful, but
That is what Deafened is great against spellcasters who probably have a bad fort save.
yeah, but the elemental aura is just so powerful.
I mean, it uses up your. The thing is, remember, each time I use that, it uses one of your breath weapon equivalents. You know, it burns really quickly.
But that's the same for the roar.
It's true. It's true. The point. You know, the problem is we burn through these exceptionally quick. It's like to remember, you need to pick things. You know, you have to be conservative sometimes.
Can I, if I don't want a draconic weapon, can I just take another, like a draconic gift instead?
No.
I mean, the main thing is you'll get more options still.
Yeah, you know, if in doubt, you can take Frightful Presence.
That's true. It might be charisma based, but on the other hand, you know, still you have it to frighten people.
It's a thing that you have. Although this one is different, it's not just something you can activate as a free action at any point. You need to activate it as a standard action or as part of a charge.
It's true. Free action.
Does it still cost a use of my draconic
No,
weapon?
it costs nothing.
It's just looking intimidating. Which actually, I might take that on me just because of how much you see sheep. I just charge around the map like a ball, just dashing back and forth.
Is it charisma based?
It's a charisma base.
It's charisma based, which is expected, but the point stands is there's a chance. And if it doesn't cost points, it's actually a decent thing.
Yeah, it's really two major like build trees. It's either a charisma based or a constitution based dragon. Like you can't really.
For like draconic weapons, I'm also a fan of destructive might.
Oh, wait, you can do a bull rush for free without having to take the feet? Ooh!
Bull rush or a sunder at level 8.
As a swift action, draconic supplicant after bull rush combat maneuver would outprovoke attack opportunity. The draconic exemplar must make a successful slam from buffet same round. Oh, so it's an additional.
If you hit with a claw, tail, or wing, you can, as a swift action, make a bull rush attempt.
If I had that, I still would have used it on that guy attacking Drivix earlier.
Meaning you could also get greater bull rush and have it provoke attacks or opportunity, for example.
It's true, though you would need to then take the feet, which not
yeah,
too bad,
I can't.
because it would be power attack, greater power attack, and
Yeah, I don't even have power attack.
So
It'd be
breath
power attack.
weapon you have.
There's a lot of stuff. I might take destructive mind.
I need power attack. Like it's a feat I need.
Baleful glare spotted. There was one more weapon that I definitely really liked. I guess not.
Is it the Baleful Glare? Or?
No. I did try to build Chiron's basically endgame dragon form with this rule set, but he just ended up being too weak.
Yep.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah, we're kind of weak as a dragon, like compared to.
You really need the equipment to get you up to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Which makes sense for a race. Rampage is an interesting one. But you can charge through difficult terrain and squares occupied by allies. Even through enemies.
Though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, something else you could go with that? You take the I can't remember what it's called, but it's the gift that lets you turn during a charge.
Yeah.
And for defenses, it's just you're gonna take AC, just keep piling on the AC.
I mean, you're going to do it so many times.
Yeah, but that's like the obvious choice, right? Because our AC kind of sucks. Do whatever you can to sort of get that up there.
The enchanted scales might also be worth getting though.
Which one? What was the enchanted scales one?
It's half your natural armor bonus as deflection bonus against touch attacks.
No. It's no good because our touch AC is going to eventually go down, hit 0 anyway. It's going to make no difference.
Yeah.
No, I suppose that's true.
And we're going to have rings, sheep. Remember, we're still going to have rings of deflection later.
That's true, yeah.
It is useless basically for us.
Yeah, AC might really be the only one that stays useful the entire time.
There is a draconic gift that I looked at before, if I can find it again. It was like compel spirits or something like that. You basically activate it, there is no save, and spirits cannot touch you for hours. Like, nope! And like, a wraith couldn't touch you. See if I can find it again.
This is how we get into Zacharias' vault.
Rebuke spirits, I think it is. The Draconic Exemplar is an agent of cosmic authority and can repel and or restrain spirits. A standard action that expands its daily use of draconic weaponry. The Draconic Exemplar can activate one of two abilities. First, it can prevent all bodily contact against him from spirits for up to 1 hour. Similar to the effect from Protection from Evil spell, but not subject to spell resistance. Alternatively, he can target the spirit within 60 feet to rebuke. So you can be like, no, can't touch me.
Can't touch this.
For the purpose of this ability, the following creatures are considered spirits.
The last sentence, though. The Draconic Exemplar must have the Lung alternate racial trait.
Ah, damn it.
And the Cosmic Insight Draconic Gift. So you need to be a Chinese dragon.
Stupid lung. Oh well. It was worth a try.
There are advantages and disadvantages to being a normal dragon.
Spectral claws? Yeah, maybe. No, you need a negative energy type.
Which means you need to be the Umbral.
Oh, the Gherkin asking the deep questions here. Does your average bull have the ability to bull rush?
Yes.
Yes, it actually has that ability.
It also has Overrun, if I remember.
Mhm.
But if you actually do a bullfight, you can actually do bullfights in D&D, and it will just throw you against walls and try killing you with the collision damage. Because you take like a d6 of collision damage for every square you should have travelled. You didn't.
Rhyme breath might be something for a Volnix later on.
Yeah, but I don't have breath weapon yet, so.
Yeah.
Because I plan to take that and then debilitating breath weapons, so you also take like dex damage from it.
Predator speed is very good. Base speed up by 10, basically.
No, I'm not going to take that because once I get my fly speed.
It's also Overland Flight, which increases your flight speed.
Overland Flight is really nice.
That would be what I take instead, because when we get a fly speed of 60 feet, a movement speed of 40 is fine, but it's not that good anymore.
Yeah, but an Overland Flight is great. Just swoop.
Which for someone like me who plans to be in the air all the time, remember
I
I
would
need AC
prefer to-
bonuses and attack bonuses while flying.
I would definitely want to be in the air a lot as well because of, lightning breath.
I get extra AC if you're flying though.
Okay.
Yeah, I have bonuses against people that are flying.
Okay. Good for you, I guess.
You get bonuses against dragons, I get bonuses against people that are flying. You know.
Well, we're gonna meet flying dragons probably, so it probably balances out.
Yeah. The thing, my character's more focused on, your character's just focused on dragons in general.
Stormwolf, I will say that is the exact reason why I bought the supplement at the time. That was like a year ago.
What did he say?
He's saying, I swear I almost want to buy in the Company of Dragons just so I can build my own dragons, even though I have no campaigns to use it in. Back then I bought it with the promise to myself that I would use it eventually, no matter how. God,
And now you are.
And now, well, I'm not using it, you're using it. Essentially.
I mean, it's
Well,
your
there's
campaign, so you're using it
that
as well.
big red scary dragon around, maybe you're using it for that one.
It's,
remember
it's
during-
close enough.
Remember,
Yeah.
you can also build an anti-party to fight us.
I could.
Now that you DM sheep, you can use it how much as
I
you want.
can
You
do
you
anything.
you could be all the dragons basically.
I could make a DM PC that completely outshines all of you.
Exactly. Like Lady Ashburn is like, fuck this, and like gets up and gets out there and like wrecks things. He
You know,
walks over to the wizard and just smashes his bloody tower.
I mean, GMPCs. They can either go brilliantly well or normally horribly.
I like detect valuables. It's like,
I do like it. Just take that on your greedy.
sense gold.
Take that on your greedy dragon.
Yep.
Just like so. We're standing in the middle of this area. Which of these chests has the highest concentration of gold? That one. Why limit yourself to Lady Ashwood? Go Tiamat for your
My DM PC will be Tiamat. Use level 28, Mythic rank 10.
Oh, don't worry, it's only slightly more powerful than you. How would you roleplay Tiamat, Sheep?
Screaming.
Good question. I mean, the roleplay would be implied. I would basically just do attack rolls.
That is the roleplay.
Yeah, attack rolls are my roleplay. But yeah, concerning this whole playing thing, I am noticing that I really want to play Pathfinder 2 is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am playing in Grimmer's 13th Age campaign, but that is so different because you're far less like choice, while at the same time having far more choice. It's weird.
Well, you're given less choice, but you're given more improv you can play with.
Yes. Pathfinder is just, I mean,
Pathfinder is more choices but less improv.
Pathfinder is something else.
Typical sheep confusion, says Grimmith.
I have often said to many different people that if I need to be coherent, I do it in text. Because that is far easier for me.
But being coherent is boring. You have very convoluted conversations.
It's Pathfinder has mechanical complexity going for it, while at the same time having it, as a disadvantage, really. Can RP a mute character? Yes.
A mime.
Mime monk.
You can always RP a mute character sheep.
I think the reason why I miss Pathfinder is because you can make a build and then see it either be effective or not.
You see it sink or swim.
It's easier to quantify the things you do with a character.
I still have a whole chapter left in Forsaken Friendship.
Let me join as a PC. Hello.
That gnome on a goat.
Yeah.
He shows up.
I still think that was a good character concept.
You know.
I like it. That was really good.
Maybe he's in the final chapter.
Yeah. I know too much.
But maybe
And
that's the
besides,
gnome. He's like an
how
oracle or like a sage or something. He's like, I have seen things.
It would feel false.
You
if I
will
were to
be
join at this
you will
late
be
time.
Medivh at the intro to Warcraft 3. Yet prison as they are, good king. Humanity is in peril. The tides of darkness have come again. We must go west to the ancient lands of Kalimdor.
Take my loyal advisor, Sir Goat.
Yes. The goat like looks at you, chewing like a tin can or something.
Oh yes, and his feeder, the gnome.
Although if I were to like pick up that character at like level, what are you, like 15, 16
13.
at this point?
13, 14, it'll be 14 by the time you do
14, yeah. It wouldn't be a goat anymore. It would have made a cocoon and turned into a fairy dragon.
That is a very weird goat.
That was part of the character concept from level 1.
Sure.
The goat making a cocoon and turning into a fairy dragon.
Gnome doesn't question it. It's like, of course it does.
Hmm. It would, however, certainly be interesting to play like the NPCs occasionally. Not like RP and stuff, but just making the decisions in combat.
Yeah, doing combat decisions is a lot easier. It's a lot easier as well because that is something I can hand you a quantifiable stat sheet.
Yeah, I don't need to know your plans. I don't need to know like the character as a whole. I need to know the stat sheet.
Because as you've learned at this point, Sheep, sometimes my I don't even know my own plans.
Yeah. It's always kind of a thing.
I need to adapt them as quickly as the players do some random decision that I didn't expect. Which is not often, but sometimes you do.
Let's see, Webbit King is asking, do you have occult adventures yet? Yes, we do. It is flavorful, but I don't get most of the classes.
Yeah.
Apart from the kineticist, who's just a like avatar bender, which does sound pretty awesome.
Which is what Jake wants to play.
I would like to make like a proper like mentalist type character, like kills with his mind basically.
Yeah, I've loved
I
the
think
theme
you
of
to
Psionics,
death.
I've loved the theme of Psionics, but I've never found an implementation I like.
The kineticist I really like as a concept. Because it's basically like a blaster sorcerer, except you have less spells and more blasts. And you can, I think, make a melee one too. I would be kind of interested in making like a monk kineticist multiclass. I think there's even an archetype for it. It's interesting. The other classes, there's the mesmerist, the spiritualist was the one who can like turn into like 15 different characters or something, which is just weird. There was one like 9th level spellcaster, but he didn't really have that many interesting spells. It was mostly like standard spells.
Ooh, Endless Space 2 has been announced. I like Endless Space.
I didn't really enjoy Endless Space 1.
Oh, it's space though.
I bought it at release.
It has like...
You can build your own spaceships.
Yeah,
but
like spaceships and like they shoot.
It's so
beautiful.
tedious. It is beautiful. It is beautiful and tedious. It's like, oh, I got a new upgrade. Fuck me, I have to upgrade all my ships. Give me half an hour. Space. Are you space?
I really like Endless Space. I like all the Endless stuff. It's a really nice feel, I think. Music is usually really good. Graphics not top notch, but I don't know. It has...
The Endless games are consistently above average, I would say.
They
are never amazing, but they are certainly enjoyable.
There's a little bit of soul in there that I like.
Yes.
You know, there's something in there that I just like, even though the game itself is far from perfect. I really like them.
But at least I got it. Yeah, Grim is just getting everything for free because he's famous. I want to be famous one time, just one time.
I have actually with the power being famous. I have personally been gifted one game.
I've gifted you a game.
Yeah, but from not you, not from someone I know. Someone who actually called me up and say, "Hey, do you here have a free game?"
Didn't someone gift us basically as a group the
yes,
7th book?
That
of
was Foxfire, I think, who gifted us the 7th book of Way the Wicked.
I am still amazed by that. There are no words.
It's really nice.
You know, people
two
fail.
Things has been gifted to us.
People fail to realize that we are doing this for our own sake and not for their sake. But apparently they don't care. And they enjoy us anyways.
We had like over 60 people watching today for some reason.
I just don't understand it. Why didn't we have 60 people for Way the Wicked? That was a really good campaign. You know, if you're still watching and you're among the people who have not watched our Way the Wicked, you should.
Yeah, it's 700 hours or so.
It's like 700 hours at this point, but you know, watch it on like 25% increased speed on YouTube, and you'll be fine. Yeah, Way the Wicked did have less advertisement, and once we got into the swing of things, it was probably difficult to get like into it, because if you join it like after book 3 or something, it's certainly possible, but it's far less
advertisement. That's not true.
We just had less of a fan base once we started.
Yeah, we had way fewer people. It was just that. Because the only thing we'd done before was Age of Darkness and Summer Fun.
Yeah, some of the Age of Darkness viewers, I think, switched over rather quickly.
Yeah.
But certainly not all of them, because, well, it was Griffin's channel, and he's not really playing with us anymore.
No. But yeah, I think we had a couple of hundred when we started Way the Wicked. It's certainly grown. But yeah, I posted on the Way the Wicked stuff when we started. I posted it on like many different forums and stuff, trying to drum up interest, and it worked fairly well. All things considered, this we were like completely was like unknown, completely unknown, and we are still, I guess, rather unknown in the grand scheme of things. But we have our own little corner that we've hacked out, and it's very nice, very very. Very delightful to see people actually watching and enjoying themselves. And enjoying themselves to such a degree that they actually like sends us gifts.
It is flattering, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting all teary-eyed now. And now I have Grimmeth saying that perhaps one day he'll run a campaign for me. Play a dragon. I'm not going to forget that you said that, Grimmeth.
Yeah, we also have the crazy Gnome with a Skyship campain, and we have the wrestling campaign.
Wrestling campaign, that's one I haven't heard of before.
We joked at one point of running a wrestling campaign, basically wrestling the role-playing game.
We should just take all of our campaign ideas and mash them into one.
Yeah, wrestling campaign.
Numeria, dragon, wrestling,
yep.
silly campaign.
Yep. Well, we can just all put it in like in Sigil, and it will be okay, because that place is just insanity.
Yeah, that would be an interesting change of things, to just play in a setting where you can do whatever and it makes sense. So like one dude plays a dragon, the other one plays like a centaur sniper with a laser cannon, and I don't even know. But I go, hello, how are you? Oh, let us travel together.
I mean, I have my Unchained Monk as a thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I have my Tech Slinger as a thing I want to do.
I do have to say, for anyone watching wanting campaign ideas, I have read through all of Iron Gods, and it's an interesting campaign. It's something I would recommend, I think. Especially the end becomes very interesting. Have you seen the Warhammer Total War in-game trailer yet?
Yes.
Yes.
It looked like it looked very promising, but still haven't seen any proper gameplay.
First of all, was it in-game or in-engine?
They say it's in-game. They say it's from one of the how the battles are going to look.
Okay, that's always a good sign.
That's what they
in-engine trailers mean nothing.
No.
Yeah, in-game is likely also in-engine, but not all in-engine trailers are also in-game, because... Yeah. The thing is, for games like Warhammer, for games like Total War, it all hinges on the AI and the balance. And that is not something you can really display in trailer.
No. I am super psyched on that game. I predict I'm going to play a lot, and I can definitely promise a let's play of it. Because that will definitely be a thing I'm going to do. Me and Halldamir probably. I'm gonna suit up for that. We already have our Shogun 2 playing on hard mode on the channel, because we're awesome like that. And our Rome 2 we played on medium, because we played it basically the day it came out, and it was so buggy and broken that we couldn't finish it, because it crashed and burned so much that it basically at some point it was just unrecoverable. Maybe we'll fire that up again at some point and try to play another game of Rome 2, but that was rough that first few weeks, because that game was very broken.
Maybe you should also continue Divinity at some point.
Yes.
Because it's... No, I remember it being rather enjoyable. The combat definitely, like the spell combos.
We just ran into, like, we didn't know where to go. We were
into a
basically
wall,
Yeah,
basically.
we basically were stuck. It was
We
like, oh,
never
go-
found out how to get companions, so we tried to do things with like having 2 instead of 4 characters.
Mhm.
Everything just murdered us, and then we met like level 30 spiders.
Yeah, it was
And then we
like, let's
stopped.
go into the forest where the quest takes us, and there was like the most horrible goblin spider monster things that just murdered us. And we're like, well, we can't go there, but we've done every other quest we found, so yeah. We definitely forgot something, but we probably need to look at the guide at this point to sort of figure out where we were and where we're going, because I don't remember much.
I don't remember anything. I just remember my character being called Subtle Branch and then
Yes,
setting everything on fire.
Subtle Branch with a huge staff.
Oh.
I don't remember. I think I was called my guy Rahal. It was like a Templar guy, I think. Swords and magic, at least. And there was like a goblin in the planar space.
Oh yeah, that was so strange.
The most weird, like,
Yeah,
I have no idea what that was and what that meant. We never saw it again, I think.
We were like, oh, we have to find the murderer of this mayor, and then suddenly we were in fucking space and were told that we have to prevent the universe from exploding.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't even, you know.
It's
I
like,
don't even know
it's like
what's...
Forsaken Throne all over again. You're there minding your own business in your city, and suddenly time travel and like aeons want you to fix reality, and then they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That was certainly something. What time is it? Okay.
It is pretty late.
It is pretty late. I'm playing Minecraft, however, so it's going to be far later when I actually go to bed.
I guess Grimmeth's Company of Dragons campaign will be a thing when Throne of Night comes out.
Maybe.
So 2000 never. Look for it.
2000 never. I don't think so. Throne of Night, that is, because he has, after all, promised to release everything immediately.
He has promised a lot for 2 years. He has
Yes.
promised things, and like.
But surely now he means it, right?
No, I don't. I can't care anymore. Like, don't even tell me. Tell me when you've released it, because that's the only point in time where I will maybe care at this point. Don't say I'm gonna release it soon or I'm gonna release it all or anything like that, because it doesn't work anymore. I feel nothing, Gary. Nothing. Speaking of Gary, it's Gary the Saved, everybody. How do we? Why does he have like a square head? Like, what is?
I think this is good art.
Yeah.
Come on, Jonas.
Something really messed up going on with his forehead there. I don't know why it's like a vertical surface straight up.
Can you do better, Jonas? I want you to see better right now.
No, I can't.
Then you should stop complaining about the fan art we get here.
Oh, goodness.
No, do it better or shut up, basically.
It's staring into my soul. Oh, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Oh man. Well, I guess this is the end of it. Still have 34 viewers for some reason.
They probably have fallen asleep.
Mm-hmm. If some of the there's some new names in the chat at least. At least 2 people I don't recognize the name of, but from before. So hi, if you're new watching, hi. We do this every Friday. You should keep watching. Also go to my YouTube channel.
And pay us money.
No, I mean you.
No.
I won't like. Don't like you. Don't have to really. We're not company sellouts like Grimmeth, who's like on this partnership with Hitbox and stuff. I love gold.
Oh. I think everyone can actually monetize their Hitbox now, but we won't bore people with ads. I think.
No. I think it's already ads on the channel. Like, I don't think I can turn it off.
Oh yeah, might be.
I think that's just the crass reality of Hitbox. So maybe I'll get some of that hot money, that like 1 cent per Friday or whatever I'm gonna get.
1 cent per Friday.
Boy. Oh boy. Well, do we have anything else to discuss?
How's the weather in Sweden?
Well, kind of warm, and apparently there's a blue moon tonight.
The blue moon, okay.
Yes, a blue moon is when it's a full moon twice a month. It happens every 3 or 4 years or so.
Oh. Well, I'm glad we talked about it. I don't know. Are there any questions from chat?
Yes, last chance from chat to ask any questions. Otherwise, we're off for tonight. We'll be back next week with more Tears of Tiamat, and we are back tomorrow evening with Forsaken Throne.
Probably the epilogue of Chapter 4 for Forsaken Throne.
We're gonna storm a evil Orcus temple through the toilet, so you don't want to miss that.
You're going to stop a massive ritual, claim back a powerful artifact, and escape unscathed.
By climbing out and into a toilet.
That is a mandatory part of the plan.
I guarantee you an Orcus temple has never been attacked through a toilet before. But we're gonna do it.
I have no record of it being done yet.
Yep. So, world first. You don't want to miss it. And I'm also gonna play some more Contradiction because we need more of Inspector Jenks.
Inspector David Jenks Tennant.
Yes, David Tennant Jenks. He's great. He's fucking amazing.
You don't want to miss it tomorrow. Yes, watch for the glyphs of destruction.
Yep.
Important.
Yep.
This is not rip, you'll just disintegrate the toilet.
Raphael's going to be the new booger man.
You just pop out from like under beds and aim toilets and
maybe my next Pathfinder guy is actually going to be an investigator, and I'm going to make him on Inspector Jenks.
What do you
recognize this? Just holds up different things he found on the ground.
Didn't you say?
Do you think?
It's like, do you recognize this? And then he holds up his toothbrush.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, he would do the ludicrous thing of like, do you recognize this? And then from his back pocket pull out a great sword.
Well, I can't say I do.
Aha!
Because your back pocket would totally be like a bag of holding, so you can pull your ludicrous items out of your pocket.
It would be cool to run a detective noir story in Pathfinder.
That time for the wizard specialized in divination.
Yeah, stuff like that, right? And you said it in Corvosa or some city of intrigue, where you can run
Corvosa would be one of your best ones for it.
Yeah, where you could run like a Sherlock Holmesian adventure path.
Because in Corvosa there are loads of people that aren't doing anything wrong, but loads of people that would be willing to skirt what is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the kind of intrigue to catch them within the law, since you can't just go out and brutally murder.
Exactly. Inspector Jenks would do great.
Beauties of a lawful evil city.
Mm-hmm.
I think Corvosa is lawful evil, anyways.
Corvosa is most certainly lawful evil.
Or lawful neutral, even.
At least it was lawful evil, I know that, and it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it still has imps flying around. Yeah, if you want to make a deal with the devil, go to Corvosa.
Sure.
I mean, unless you want to brave Chiliax, because Chiliax will get it better, but you need, you're in Chiliax then.
Better deal in Chiliax, but you need to travel, so it's kind of.
It's also, I would say Chiliax is slightly more dangerous.
Sure. All right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week, or more likely.
Or never. But I hope we see you again.
I mean, yeah.
I would preferably like to see some of you tomorrow, but...
Alright. See you guys. Good night. Thanks for watching.
All right.